Today, special day. I'm smoking my cigar of the year. In fact, I'm naming this Cigar of the Year for Georgia Cigar Society. Come have a smoke with me. Welcome to another low-budget back porch cigar review. Today, special day. As editor-in-chief of Georgia Cigar Society, I'm naming this Cigar of the Year for Georgia Cigar Society. It's an editor's decision. There's no other editors on the board, it's just me. So it's pretty much my personal opinion. But that's what happens when you run the show. I will be announcing a reader's choice, basically Cigar of the Year as well. There's a poll going on right now for that. Do vote. If you're on Facebook looking at this, please vote. Oh man, here it comes. Those of you who know me personally, you probably saw this coming. This is a cigar I've talked about for the last 3 months. Turned a lot of you onto it. Some of you even bought a box. I'm talking about the Alec Bradley Magic Toast. This happens to be a Gordo. There she goes. These bigger ones are tougher to keep lit, tougher to get lit. Once they get going, they take care of themselves. Alec Bradley has been enjoying a lot of success over the last couple of years. The Prensado has been very successful. The Lost Art, the Medalist, those are all really good. He's had a lot of success also with the Black Market line. That's been a really popular, more budget oriented. The Tempest, that one will knock your socks off, blow your hair back, and make your toes curl, if you know what I mean. The Max, M-A-X-X, the American Sun-Grown series, for those of you who like that sun-grown type thing. There's a lot that's been going on with Alec Bradley. They have some newer stuff coming out. More recently, the Fine and Rare. The cigar band on that one is really cool. Looks like a prescription written out by your doctor, wrapped around the cigar. Makes a great gift. The Project 40, very popular cigar. He's also seen some great success with his son's line, the Blind Faith, cool cigar. I'll be reviewing the Project 40 soon, the Blind Faith soon, and the Fine and Rare somewhere in the first quarter of 2020, amongst a few others. The Magic Toast was introduced, I think it was December of 2018, so really it's a 2019 cigar, but it got released 2018 IPCPR, which is a trade show for cigars, obviously. For those of you who know the business, you already know that. And the story that Alec Bradley gives us on their website, it might be pretty accurate, and I think that this might be something that Alan Rubin is totally telling the truth about. I don't know the man personally, but it just sounds like, you know, from interviews I've watched of him and things I've read, it just sounds like him. He says, Alec Bradley Magic Toast got its name on a night forever etched in my memory. And that's the night that I saw for myself by flashlight, a crop that was beyond belief. Tobaccos I knew we would find a special project for. Under the stars, we cracked open a bottle of very special whiskey and proposed a toast to our future. Magic Toast was born that evening, along with a ritual, toasting the end of this cigar. Celebrate its beginning and enjoy the magic. Very cool. I dig that. The cigar itself uses a Honduran Maduro wrapper. As I said, this is a Gordo. This is a big cigar, a little bit bigger than a Robusto. The binder is also Nicaraguan and Honduran, and the filler is a blend of Nicaraguan and Honduran. Beyond that, I'm not sure how they've crafted this cigar, except that it holds up very well. It's extremely well constructed. The draw on it, it's a little tight, but as you know, I'm a punch man. If I did a guillotine on it, it'd probably draw a little better. Common sense, right? What does it taste like? Heaven. Chocolatey, coffee, vanilla, caramel-induced heaven. It's only slightly sweet, and its sweetness is more of a poetic sweetness. No cigar, in my opinion, is really that sweet unless it's flavored. When you pull on it real hard, you can pull out a different note of flavor. I'm finding a little more wood. It becomes a little more rustic, a little more earthy. But this is not a super smoky cigar. And the smoke it does produce is somewhat aromatic. But you see, I'm not putting out much, even with a strong draw. So you might think, what's up with that? Maybe you need to punch a bigger hole. No, there's plenty of fire in there. A low smoker. I like that. It certainly doesn't cling. This cigar smokes so politely that I could probably walk through the local park and get away with it. Smoking on public property where I live is definitely illegal and persona non grata. I'll tell you this, if you get the Robusto size, I'm not sure why, but it's actually a little smokier than the Gordo. Possibly because of the smaller diameter, it burns differently or something. That's my neighbor. That's just your imagination, Joe! Hang on. I said, you don't smell nothing, that's just your imagination.
In fact, in good times I had my Uncle John.
Oh yeah?
He'd take me fishing in his old ramble and he always had a cigar in his mouth.
Good man.
I got good memories of that.
Okay, well I'll come over there and we'll go fishing with a cigar. I'll come over there and we'll go fishing with a cigar. How about
I
that?
don't like to fish.
Good grief. Well, that was fun. Never a dull moment, huh? So why, of all the cigars I've tried, why is that one my cigar of the year? Well, just like food, alcohol, cars, love, beauty's in the eye of the beholder, right? And there's no accounting for taste. So if it's not your favorite, it's not your favorite. If it is mine, it is mine. Nothing wrong with that, right? But there are some reasons. And I feel that I've smoked a good number and a great variety of cigars this year. This last day of the year, I figured this was the day to record and decide what was going to be my favorite. Now, I have a top list that this is all time. The Magic Toast, obviously. The Hiram and Solomon Master Mason. But there's an Indian motorcycle cigar that is inexplicably delicious. There's really no reason for it to be as good as it is. It competes with this Magic Toast very well as the Hiram and Solomon Master Mason. I was really into Camachos for about 3 or 4 months over the summer in 2019. The Triple Maduro. Holy smokes. That's a delicious cigar. It's bold. It's spicy. It's sweet. But I'd put all that in somewhere between 8 and 9.5. They're all everyday excellent smokes. Being bold and loud and unapologetic and unmistakable is great. What I find is surpassing about the Magic Toast, beyond all that, is that you can get all of that. You can smoke this thing heavy, really push it, smoke it hot, and it'll knock your socks off. It'll blow your hair back. But the whole time it's got incredible flavors, personality to it. It makes you work a little bit for it too. It's a bit of a relationship. This is a cigar that I drove across state lines to go find if I couldn't get it where it was at. This is a destination level cigar. If you know about my scale, it's 9.5 and above is destination. 9.5 to 10. There's a little play there, and really, it doesn't matter. If you smoke a 9.9 on my scale or a 9.5, you're either way. If you have similar taste to me, you're gonna love the cigar. Then there's 8 to 9.4, which is everyday excellent. Now, everyday excellent cigars are just like they sound. They're readily available. They're excellent. They may or may not be a great value, but they're excellent cigars. You will enjoy them if you have similar taste to me. And remember, all this is subjective. It's all my opinion. Your results may vary. Don't try this at home. Below, that would be Solid Choice cigars. Now, Solid Choice is something that's a 6 to an 8. This is basically your B minus, your C plus. Nothing wrong with them. You don't hate them. Then you got 5 to 6. Now, 5 to 6, I made a real narrow category for 5 to 6 because 5 to 6, oh, I'm sorry, it's 6.5 to 8, not 6 to 8. And then it's 5 to 6.5. But still, it's a narrow window, 5 to 6.5. 5 to 6.5 is barely smokable. These are cigars that you don't refuse them if they're given to you. Or a 5 to a 6.5 is a cigar you might smoke. It's okay. It's not good, but it's good enough. You might smoke. That's your lawnmower cigar. What else have I smoked this year? I smoked Camachos, Nubs, Perdomo, and Padron. That was excellent. One acid. No, sir. Never again. A few Gurkhas, Rocky Patel, Macanudos, a bunch of Drew Estate stuff, some Romeos. Great Romeos out there. Smoked a Diesel, Oliva, and a La Aurora. It's getting dark out here. Much more better. What else have I smoked? I've smoked La Flor Dominicana. I like them. Wasn't my favorite. I smoked some Java cigars. Now that's a Drew Estate product. Did not care for those at all. To me, those are under 5. Also, I don't rate anything under 5. If it's under 5, it is a non-smokable cigar. And that was where the Javas were for me. Brick House. I've smoked a few Brick House. That is a very great everyday excellent cigar at a great value, and you can get a brick of those as low as like 50 bucks. And I mean, if you get them at your shop, it'll be a little more, but you can get a pack of 20 of those in a Robusto size for $45? Dude. It's like less than $3 a stick, and those are good sticks. They're basic, clean, burn well, smoke good, taste good. What more do you want? The Isla del Sol. That is a cigar. It's considered mild. I've had a lot of friends who say, "Oh, I'm just going to kick back with an Isla del Sol." Why? Smoke, as opposed to something really enjoyable. Yeah, under 5. So back to the Magic Toast. There's a richness to this cigar, a darkness, a delicacy, a maturity, and a boldness that you rarely find in this combination in other cigars. I think I am going to add a second punch hole because, frankly, I want more smoke. I've actually never done this. That changes everything. Smokier all of a sudden. So it turns out that the draw can be solved with a cut. All the more reason to call it for what it is. It's a personality in this cigar. You can find these in your local shop. They're going to be about $10 to $12, maybe a little more. My shop's a little more than that. You can get them online in smaller batches for about $8 to $10, or in larger batches. I've seen some specials that you can get these for $5 to $6 a stick in a Robusto size. I'm not here to sell them. I'm just telling you what I like of them, and I really enjoy these things. They're smooth, light pepper in the finish. It's actually a dirty ash. It's a mixture of little almost reddish brown tint. Obviously some light gray, some dark gray, a lot of dark gray, almost black, charcoal colors in the ash. It's a beautiful night. A little after 6 o'clock. Beautiful blue you see, courtesy of God, Mother Nature. Thank you for taking some time out of your busy day to have a smoke with me. Hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification bell right next to it. That way you get notified when I post a new video. I do hope you have a wonderful evening and a happy new year. Cigar of the Year, Georgia Cigar Society and M.R. Davis says, it's Alec Bradley's Magic Toast. Good night.